A look at the podium at 125. And who's that bottom left? Doing a little bit of double duty. Pat Glory, he's going to be handing the trophy over to your Ivy League 2025 champion. 125 in year 2025. Mark Anthony McGowan, what a battle. And you see all three of the wrestlers on the podium are headed to Philadelphia from March 20th to 27th at the Wells Fargo Center for the Division I Wrestling Championships. Congratulations to all three, but especially to Mark Anthony McGowan, your champion at 125. We'll have at the podium at 133 after the conclusion of what's going on at 141. And we've already had a Princeton champion and a Penn champion so far. And we're going to send it over to Nick Costco here with Mark Anthony McGowan.
I'm with the 125 winner, Mark Anthony McGowan, the champion Princeton history. That's got to sound pretty good, doesn't it?
Sounds amazing. Sounds amazing. I mean, I've never been the first to win anything, you know, just because all these tournaments have such long traditions. But to be the first ever finally at something, and even in 2025, is pretty nice.
How do you continue this going into NCAAs in Philly in a couple weeks?
Just kind of staying dialed in, right? Focusing on the little things, on the things you can control. Obviously, you know, end of season, everybody's banged up, dealing with their own demons, but, you know, just keeping a straight mind to get me to the top of that podium.
Congratulations, enjoy the win, and we'll see you in Philadelphia.
Thank you very much.
Back to you guys.
Thank you, Nick. And we were mentioning before, there's already been an Ivy champion from Princeton, already one from Penn. Someone's going to have two as we're here at 141. Eligh Rivera, after a major decision over Dante Frinzi, got a sudden victory against Cornell's Joshua Saunders. He's the 3 seed going up against CJ Composto, who had an 8-3 decision over Lorenzo Freza. A matchup here at 141. It's the first time these two will face each other this year.
A great match. I think Composto, again, having that kind of seasoned veteran nature to him. He's won big matches. You know, he's tough. He comes out as aggressive. He's exciting to watch. And Eligh, coming off a big win, you know, avenging a loss from earlier this year, I think he's fired up, and I think he knows he can beat anybody.
Yeah, he had an 11-7 decision loss against Joshua Saunders on February 8th, bounced back, and again, he's a young man with ice in his veins. He's had quite a handful of sudden victories in key duels, either here at Jadwin Gym or on the road, but gets it done in the Ivy semis as he is in to NCAA tournament plaudits for the first time in his history. Will be going up against a determined opponent in Philadelphia, and the question will be what's his seeding, but obviously an opportunity to grab some Ivy League bragging rights here, going up against Composto, who's been excellent throughout his Penn career. He was an All-America as a freshman, also had NCAA tournament appearance last year as a junior. He's trying to get back into the top 8 and then some this year. Senior from Westfield, New Jersey. 23-3 on the season. Eligh Rivera, with his 2 victories already, has improved to 17-6 on the year. And again, similar case to what we had at 125 and 133. More of a feeling out process over the first 3.
Heavy hands from both guys. You saw Composto get in deep and Eligh do a really good job defending. Now you're seeing heavy pulls, guys trying to get an angle. We're going to start seeing some action open up here soon.
It happened in the last 2 matches. It really got going, period 2, and then wrapped up in rousing fashion in period number 3. We don't expect much different here. "25 seconds left to go. Is there a late shot that leads to 3? Rivera thought about it. Easily defended by Composto. Short time in the third, or in the first, I should say. Getting ahead of myself here. And it will be, once again, for the 3rd time, a scoreless first period. Some of the visuals in how Eligh Rivera earned his spot to the Ivy League final. And again, the hugest moment against Joshua Saunders. This was in that first period, or the overtime period, gets the sudden victory for his first NCAA tournament bid. Composto begins on the bottom, And he escapes within the first 5 seconds to grab the 1-0 lead. We've seen the same exact dynamic in the first 3 matches. Scoreless first, quick escape second, and this is when things get going.
Absolutely. Yep, this is a huge part of the match. We've seen it be the difference maker in the first 2, and it's just a matter of who's going to go out there and try to be aggressive and look to go attack and get something, get something going here.
They'll head back to the center of the mat. 30 seconds complete in this first period. Eligh Rivera, the sophomore from Orlando. An Ivy League honorable mention, Composto, all Ivy first team. And fighting up high. Not much room for a shot low just yet. And after the Ryan Miller victory to 125.5 team points, Cornell is in second at 123. Now Composto has the first takedown. He leads 4-0. Rivera trying to break free, but the leg goes high. A chance for a mat return by Composto and maybe more, as Rivera losing his balance a bit, but it's out of bounds.
Yeah, nice takedown by Composto. Just finding a way to get behind quickly, not having to, deal with a scramble or anything. Rivera is going to have to look to get one here with 48 seconds left in the second period.
CJ Composto, the 12th ranked wrestler by the coaches, 9th in RPI. He, according to those rankings, projects for a round of 12 appearance and maybe even All-America as a mat return with 30 seconds left to go. Rivera's going to need an escape here late in the second as the Quaker faithful and the Quaker team urging on Composto here. Trailing by 4, Rivera, 29th ranked by the coaches, 26th in RPI. Again, both of these wrestlers already going to Philadelphia. But seeding nationally on the line as Composto finishing the job here on the ride out to end period 2 after the takedown, leading 4-0. Riding time close to a minute as you look at the bracket. Again, 4 NCAA qualifiers, and both Freza and Saunders did hold in the consolation bracket to go to the 3rd place match, so they both are in as well. As we head to the 3rd and final period. Eligh Rivera, he lives for moments like this. He needs the next takedown as it begins at neutral territory, and an interesting choice by Rivera not to go for the escape, then the takedown. He's trusting himself on his feet.
Yeah, the riding time being a factor as well. That would have been a huge point to get in that second period. He was able to get it, unable to. Now you got to go try to get 2 takedowns.
And obviously, whatever Composto can do to not just defend, but break down Rivera, look to take advantage maybe of a re-attack, but Eligh Rivera high on the legs, trying to finish it through. Look at the strength of the hips of CJ Composto. Against most, that's 3.
Yeah, that was a really deep single. Nice misdirection, fake one way, go the other. Composto just did a really good job. Heavy hips, peeling those hands, making it tough on Eligh to be able to finish there. That was his best shot of the day.
Going at it again with a minute left to go. Rivera tries to get a leg. Might have had it for a split second. Still battling tough here, but a stalemate. Well, we've been treated so far. This is the 3rd of 10 in the finals, and so far all 3 have looked like excellent matches.
Yep, these are great matches. These are NCAA matchups, so it's not a shocker that each one of these has been competitive and action-packed.
Ivy bragging rights on the line, being the first ever to be a champion at your weight class on the line, and then, of course, setting the tone for what's to come in 2 weeks at the Wells Fargo Center. All huge ramifications for these wrestlers. Short time in the 3rd. CJ Composto, takedown and ride out in the 2nd. Defending here in the 3rd. He's going to be the first ever Ivy League champion at 141, and he'll do so in shutout fashion. 4-0, the decision over Eligh Rivera.
Yeah, great match on both ends. But CJ Composto just showing, why he's an All-American, why he's a seasoned vet, finding a way to get his hand raised, getting that takedown in that second period was huge.
And so, how tight have things been? 3 scoreless first periods, and the work that has been done in period number 2 in all 3 cases have eventually led to an IV champion, as Nick Costco is going to be standing right by with CJ Composto, the 141 champion for the first time in the Ivy League. Nick?
CJ Composto, the 141-pound champion, first Ivy League champion, back-to-back with your teammate, Ryan Miller. Business as usual, it seems like.
Yeah, well, not really. The first ever one, so I was thinking about it, just like another match, but no lie, it's pretty cool, the first one. So I'm excited. I hope, this team here, we're building a nice tradition with this tournament, and we'll look back in 100 years and be like, this is a good league, this is a good conference to be in. So, yeah, it's pretty cool.
How does it propel you into NCAAs in Philadelphia, right down the street in a couple weeks?
Yeah, not right down, a little Uber right away, so it'd be nice. We'll still get the hotels. But when I get on the road for a tournament, it's like, let's go. I can put the AC down to 65. I got 4 pillows, so it's going to be nice. It's like we're home, but we also get the perks of being away, the hotel, the per diem. It's going to be nice.
Congratulations. Enjoy the win tonight. We'll see you in Philadelphia.
I will. Thank you.
A man who knows business, CJ Composto. As we head to break from Jadwin Gym, we have 149 coming up when we return.